and greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube of the world. So welcome back to another amazing Kyle Making Show video. And I hope you guys really enjoyed my last episode. I've been getting quite a bit of views on my reviews for Ahsoka, and I really appreciate you guys watching my reviews. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, today I'll be doing a review for episode 5 of the TV series Ahsoka on Disney+. But before I continue on, if you guys just do this conversation, don't know exactly what I already do. For all you close new people, but for those that are subscribed, you guys know what I do. But for you new people, I just do reviews for for Disney Plus, Netflix when I go see movies in theaters. And sometimes I'll do like channel reactions on my channel. Sometimes I'll talk about movie news, theory videos, unboxing videos, and gaming videos, which I've done in a long little while, but stay tuned for the near future because there's going to be a lot more coming along the way. So yes, on the last video I reviewed for my channel, I did the episode 4 review for Ahsoka, and there was a lot of crazy things that were happening, and at the very end we ended up seeing Anakin Skywalker, and everyone was losing their shits over the internet, excuse my language, and either I felt the same way. And episode 5 just came out a few days ago, so here's my thought on episode 5, and oh my god guys, I got super emotional. I literally did, because ever since I see Anakin interacting with Ahsoka, I started just crying just a tiny little bit because he was talking to him, he was basically talking to her like he was in the Clone Wars series, and I'm just like, man, this Dave Filoni, you are a freaking god for turning it into a live action. And when they were having the flashbacks, and while he was basically Anakin, I don't know what. So here's the biggest question: is the Anakin Skywalker do we see in the world between worlds? Because that's where Ahsoka is right now. Is this a version of Anakin? Darth Vader / Anakin, or a lot of people are confirming it might be a Darth Vader-ish version of Anakin Skywalker, or we don't know which, but a lot of people are saying that, but I'm thinking maybe it's just like a Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker saying, "Hey Snips, how's it going? I'm gonna finish your training before you wake up from being underwater, before your friends pick you up to go find Sabine and Ezra and the others. So here's your last lesson from me before I go and let you off." Because during this time period in Ahsoka, the Empire is now gone, and there's no Darth Vader, there's no Anakin, Darth Sidious is dead. So this is around the time period when Luke Skywalker was able to get the redemption out of his father and bring him back to the light side. So maybe this is around the time. Maybe this is kind of around, maybe-ish, kind of. I don't know for sure, but this is supposed to be like a couple of years later, many years after, before. I think when the Luke got the redemption of his dad. So I think it's like a year or two later before, after Rebels was over and after Ahsoka started. So I would imagine, that it might be his Force ghost. So he basically was actually just teaching, Ahsoka his last few lessons to like what she remembered when they first interacted with each other with their first mission in the Clone Wars, which we just saw some flashbacks for, and he was basically like reteaching her like the first little things that he taught her when she first came along, and making sure she remembered everything. And then at the very end, we saw the Anakin Skywalker primal from Mustafar when he was all super angry, and there was a lot of epic climax lightsaber clashing. It was just absolutely amazing. The fight between Ahsoka and Anakin were just absolutely furious. I absolutely loved it. It was just so awesome to see Anakin's Christian come back as Anakin. They're just like having a big battle between each other. It was just super awesome, and I was literally like almost, I wouldn't say in tears, but I was like, this is freaking awesome. But basically, in my point of view, and I just thought it was really cool how she was interacting with her old master, and she knew that she had one more lesson to get taught, and I think that lesson was to It was basically like learning to help herself again, and so she could teach her own Padawan the same way that Anakin taught her. And yeah, so I just thought the epic climax between her and Anakin was pretty awesome. I'm starting to think of theories right now, but I'm not sure what kind of theories I'm trying to think for this particular episode. But I would love to see this in theaters. But sadly enough, it wouldn't come into Canada in the Cineplex. It's only AMC theaters in the States. Yeah, surprisingly enough. But yeah, either way, the entire episode was great. So after Ahsoka was training with Anakin in the world between worlds, she and Anakin was satisfied with his needs of what he had to teach her, and then she ended up waking up into the ocean waters, and Hera surprisingly enough, Hera's son Jason, the son of Kanan Jarrus. It was pretty cool because before, when Ahsoka was battling with Anakin, in the sidelines of like between each scenes, it would show Jason and Chopper trying to look for Ahsoka where she ended up, but they don't know where Sabine went. But it's pretty cool. Apparently, Jason has a certain ability that he can hear lightsaber clashes in the ocean waves. Meaning he was hearing Ahsoka battling Anakin Skywalker in the world between worlds. What the hell? Holy crap. Because, there is a lot of certain Jedis out there that have certain abilities. Like, Ahsoka can touch things, that she can feel the memories of, like, what happened in this area. Like she did with that little map thing. She was trying to figure out, like, what happens to Bean. When she came back from the ocean floor, she was able to know where Sabine went. She ended up willingly going with Balin and the others to where the other galaxy is, and then for basically Ezra in the show, he was able to use the Force to tame wild animals. So, because with animals in the universe, they basically have metachlorians flowing through their bodies with every living creature. Because it's stated by George Lucas, every living creature in the Star Wars universe has metachlorians. So, meaning Jedi or people that are Force users can actually bond between animals, and Ezra has that ability. And so, close to the very end of the show, Ahsoka was able to use the Force to actually talk to the big, huge Purgle, and actually was able to like have it open its mouth. She had Yu Yang fly into the mouth and turn it around so the buff can close, so they can go into hyperspace through space, which I thought that was pretty cool. And then the New Republic showed up, and it's like, you guys probably want to move over the way. And they're like, make some maneuvers. So they had to move over for all the Purgles to fly through space, and then they went through hyperdrive, and the one that was huge that they saw, they knew that Ahsoka was in there, and then bada bing, bada boom, off she went. But either way, guys, this entire episode was pretty awesome, pretty amazing. I absolutely did love it. It was pretty insane. Seeing Anakin back on the big screen was just absolutely a legend. And it was just pretty awesome. Dave Filoni, man, you are freaking awesome. You should be the big president of LucasArts because you know what the hell you're freaking doing. Praise to you, my man. Praise to you. So that concludes my episode, guys. For the big review, I think I'm going to give this a spot on 5 out of 5 because between episode 4 and this one, freaking golden, man. Freaking golden. That concludes it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I want to explain a lot about this episode. I want to explain too much spoilers, but you guys, go see this episode. I absolutely loved it. Oh yeah. And especially seeing Anakin in the Clone Wars outfit. That made me cry. It was awesome. But either way, guys, watch this episode. It's awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.